Ladies and gentlemen, we have been absolutely slammed here at the shop, but I have a fun project and I need to film it. It is a Cadillac CTS V. I love these cars. It's not a Blackwing, but still, it's a badass car. It's a V. So we have a bunch of stuff we're doing in this thing: speed engineering, heat exchanger up front. If we get to it today, a supercharger lid and a Mighty Mouse catch can. Oh, and an expansion tank. And by the way, it's going to be a vlog style video because my tripod is at my house. So forgot that. But we're going back to the old school. All right, let's start popping these wheels off and get the front end off of this car. Now that I have the front bumper removed, you can really see all the access I have to everything, you know. It's really buried in here, guys. It's right here. All I have to do is remove the crash bar and I should have access to that one. Then down here, we have another one on this side. We're gonna have to remove some plastic duct work to get to that one. And then there's another one on this side. Again, plastic duct work. So we got our work cut out for us, but it shouldn't be too bad. Here is the upgraded unit. This is gonna do a lot more cooling. And here are the other upgraded units with the expansion tank. So should be nice. Should be nice. I'm moving along here. Not too bad. Got the front main heat exchanger out of the way. Ready to go on with the aftermarket one, but I'm definitely gonna have to move some plastic shielding or do some trimming because obviously we're upgrading in size. So we're gonna have to make this thing fit in here. And then the side mounts, I am gonna start working on getting those out. Those look a little bit more tricky, but it shouldn't be too bad. We hope. I hope I didn't jinx myself. Got one of the side mounts in. It looks really good. Way fatter. It's gonna have way more cooling power. Still retaining all the factory plastics, which I really like, so all that air can get funneled in there. I am moving on to the next side over here. Gotta get the fender liner out of the way, and then it's just this bracket. It all falls out, and then you put the new one in, and you make a big ass mess. Sick! We're running, and we're bleeding the system. We got the heat going on in the interior, and out here, the thermostat just opened. I just topped this off, and as you can see down in here, we're getting all the air bubbles out of the new heat exchanger system. Looks really good. It went together quite nicely, honestly. All right, we're gonna keep going ahead on this project here. I'm literally lifting the lid off right now. So it's getting a new supercharger lid, which is in the back, but it's also getting a catch can. The reason I'm removing this is because underneath the PCV actually sits underneath the supercharger for this Mighty Mouse catch can. So we're gonna have to unbolt all this jazz right up here and get to the under part. I'll be right there. I have all this unbolted. It's just a matter of taking it off. Breaking out my fancy-dancy supercharger shims that I made for Hellcats when I worked in a past life. But yeah, still, I don't know. I don't know what I would prefer, this or a Hellcat. A Hellcat supercharger is definitely easier to work on. This is kind of a pain in the ass. Lots of sensors in the way. But we're moving along. All right, I'm gonna shim it. And that right there is why we had to lift the supercharger up. Sometimes they just make you do stuff and bury it. All right. Now we literally just transfer the O-rings from this over to the new piece, put the barb fitting in here, so now it can connect to our oil catch can, and we're good to go. All right, I'm gonna do that now. Make sure we don't rip these. They're coated with oil. They're lubricated. Running into a couple hiccups on the oil catch can system. So I believe what's going on is I was given the wrong kit. The kit that I needed was the Wild kit, I believe is what Mighty Mouse has, which moves it from here over to there. I have moved it over to there, obviously, you can see. I'm not done yet. I have the line, the little tube thing that goes in down on the bottom, that's all put in. I'm running the hose out and up, and I'm gonna kind of bring it over and then run the rest of the way with a barbed fitting over into the oil catch can. this expansion tank's in the way. Also, the kit was opened when I got it, and I know for sure I'm missing a piece out of the kit because there's nothing in any of the boxes for the AN fitting that I'm supposed to have. It's supposed to be a fitting that goes onto the PCV right here, which then converts it to a 6AN so it can go into this housing. But obviously it's gone. Obviously it's gone. So I made this work. Routes it into there. It's got a little hose clamp on there. We had some extra hose laying around, so it's going. It's going. I'm gonna get this front part mounted, and then we're gonna throw this thing back together and get that custom lid put on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately it is the next day. What happened last night, I ended up staying super late and getting this catch can done. I had to retrofit and make my own stuff, and it was also a hassle of finding the actual parts I needed from the handy store, you know. So I ended up finding everything. Ooh, pop the hood here. I ended up finding everything, and I got everything fully fitted. The lid looks absolutely amazing. I got the coolant bled. I was also having bleeding issues. Come to find out, it was the little filler neck that you actually filled heat exchangers with right here. The little O-ring just, I guess it gave out, and it was leaking and all sorts of stuff. But it didn't leak initially when I first started the car, so I don't know. It's one of those weird phenomenons where you go test drive the car and then, you know, stuff goes to But nonetheless, we got it fitted right now like this. The customer has already ordered a new piece that is going to be coming in. That means I'm going to have to make AN lines and all sorts of fun stuff. But for now, the car is done. It's absolutely badass. I love CTSVs. They freaking rip. Preferably, I would get a wagon though if I had one. But still, the sedan, still an awesome car. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. That's going to be it for this video. When those other parts show up, I'll probably film doing that too. I think we're building this thing up slowly and gradually, and we're going to make it even more insane. But this was a fun video nonetheless. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel. We're almost to 400 subs. So let's get us there at this video, and have a happy 4th. Don't blow off any of your fingers, you know. Use them to click the like and subscribe button before you do all that. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Happy holidays. Peace.